this is Ellie, and welcome to Chamber Chatting. I am here with Robin Roberts of the Clarity Guide. Robin is a certified hypnotist and a life coach. Welcome, Robin.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in today. First of all, Robin, you are incredibly involved in the Chamber. You have been a diplomat for the Chamber for...
Just over a year.
Okay.
It was a year in March.
Perfect. And you were Diplomat of the Month many times.
4 times.
4 times. Congratulations. That is an accomplishment.
Thank you. Proud of that.
And Robin, you also are one of the brave souls that serve on the networking breakfast team.
Well, yes, but come on. It meets at 7:01. Everyone knows 7's too early.
Right.
It's 7:01. We can do that.
7:01. We can do that. Did I miss anything else that you're involved in?
Those are my
the two biggies.
Two biggies.
Okay. That's a perfect start. I think that's a great, that's what we try to encourage, definitely, is kind of picking where your niche is and jumping in full force. Mm-hmm. And, don't try to do it all because you'll get burned out for sure. So, Robin, tell me about your business.
My business. Well, I am the Clarity Guide. Mm-hmm. I help people get clear about what it is that they want to achieve in their life. A lot of times people know what they want, mm-hmm. but their results don't come out the way they expect, or they're frozen and they're not taking any action to create the results. I help them look at what they want, what they're getting, mm-hmm. and what actions they're taking that cause the outcome. We all act out of what we believe. So once we know this is the action I'm taking, what is the belief that I have that told me to take this action? Mm-hmm. And then is that belief true, or is it maybe based on something you've been carrying around a long time and didn't even realize it? People are afraid, for example, of speaking publicly. At the networking breakfast, oh my gosh, everybody's like, oh, 60 seconds, oh my God. And I actually help people with their 60-second commercial because it's their time to shine. But they have a belief, many people, I can't do this. I can't talk in front of people. I will blither, or whatever that might be. So we work together and we change that belief. Doing whatever we need to do. Do we need to have some public speaking training? Mm-hmm. Do we just need to maybe record it and go, wow, I'm not that inept?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And have someone who can sit there and go, try this, do that, and a coach. Mm-hmm. And so when we change the belief, then we change the action. Now we have an effective commercial, and now we have an effective commercial, and someone walks up to me after the breakfast or after the meet the new members where I've just given my 2 minutes, and they say, wow, I get what you do and I need you, which is the goal, the holy grail, right? Mm-hmm. That we are connecting one business with another. So I help people get clear about what they want. And there's always stop smoking, dropping weight, sleeping better, the anxious monster, mm-hmm. getting rid of the anxious monster. Talk about beliefs driving something that really can cause a lot of disruption in your life. So I help people with all those kinds of things.
Very good. So this summer we are focusing on the Small Business Summer here on Chamber Chatting, which is another reason why you are a perfect interviewee for this session. But tell me about what resources you used to start your small business.
Well, I actually lived in another community.
Okay.
I had a business in Bryan College Station for 7 years and chose to move over here in 2014. I knew I couldn't move over until the fall, but I joined the Chamber in January of that year.
Interesting.
Yes, I wanted to move here knowing people. I wanted to move here having a presence and feeling like I belonged. Mm-hmm. So I joined the Chamber, and yes, I would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to make the 7 a.m. breakfast.
What a commitment.
But it was great because by the time I actually moved here, I knew people, I had places to go, I had things to do, I had connections, and that was great. So in terms of starting the business over here, I built on the foundation of the Chamber because I did not know people, and I knew that I could get to know people here.
So what was the first thing you did? You signed up, you signed up to be a Chamber member. What was the first thing you did?
Go to all the events.
Good for you.
Go to the business after hours, mm-hmm. for sure. Go to the networking breakfast. Did my meet the new members.
Yeah.
Didn't always go to the rest of them, but I did my meet the new members.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, some of us don't qualify for that young professionals.
Right.
A lot of them are open to all ages, Robin.
I know. I could do the rock and roll bingo thing.
Yeah, that's a fun one for sure. That's a perfect. And then so from there, you kind of figured out like which one was really the best niche for you, and then jumped in the networking breakfast team.
Right, right. Well, I'm also of the idea that if I'm going to be here, then I want to be involved, not just a bystander. And it's important when you join the chamber that you actually do something. You just can't show up for a couple months and then go, well, that didn't work.
Yeah.
And that's, as a diplomat, really important. We take new members under our wings.
Mhm.
And I say to my new members, who do you want to meet? Who can I introduce
Right.
you to? Who can I hook you up with? Because then there's value.
Mhm.
And that's an important function.
Very good. So what you talked about, your chamber involvements. What have your chamber involvements meant to your business and building your business here?
Well, it's connections.
Yeah.
It's about connections. And I meet someone who knows someone, and my business is very word of mouth.
Mhm.
It doesn't really do so well in advertising because people are going, hypnosis? So having someone know me, go, no, we know her, and this is something that you can explore. And I'm
Yeah.
always willing to talk to people and help them explore. And if it's like, well, I don't think, that's fine too. But
Yeah.
this gave me a place where people knew me, and it gave me credibility
Yeah,
to work with other people.
absolutely. That's a great answer. I love that. What other ways are you involved in giving back to the community, or just involved in the community here?
Well, the wonderful Donna Stedman with Henry's Horse and Human Sanctuary,
Yeah.
I've done some work with that particular group. Had horse when I was a teenager, and so I'm really love sometimes, excuse me, world, getting away from humans and talking to
Sure.
horses.
Sure.
and that was a wonderful place to do that, but still be of service. And I was on the community relations team for a
Yes.
while. When I joined the diplomats, I let go of that, although I'll still volunteer and do, like I was just overdoing the flood
Mhm.
Wonderful.
center,
Very good.
the donations for the flood victims.
Mhm.
So I keep my finger in that way
Yeah.
and try and do some volunteer at different functions, and it's always fun.
The community relations team is one of those teams too that it's great to kind of like keep up with what they're doing, but you don't necessarily have to be on the team to be involved.
Right, they
So
always
it's a
need
perfect-
volunteers for whatever
absolutely.
they're doing, and if not volunteer, then here's a night at this restaurant where they're getting a part of the proceeds. Well,
Right.
go over there and eat.
Yeah, that's an
So,
easy
yeah.
fix. Okay, so what is one piece of advice that you would give to a fellow small business owner that was starting up in our community?
When you join the chamber, don't just show up and ask that people, come to you. Get
Mhm.
involved. You make the effort to go meet other people. You do that on purpose. Have a goal. I'm going to meet 3 people who I feel are associated in some way with what I do, or who know people who could benefit
Mhm.
from what I do. And have that goal in mind instead of going to a function and going, oh, I hope I don't feel out of place or stand in
Yeah.
the corner. But be proactive.
Yeah.
Be proactive. And it's amazing. I brought my children up this way too. When you go to a function, act like the host.
Yeah, that's
Act
a great
like
I
the
like
advice.
host. Find the other person who looks uncomfortable
Mhm.
and go make them comfortable. And all of a sudden you're both comfortable. And then you can go meet other people and pass each other around. And I think that as a small business person, sometimes you can get very isolated.
Mhm.
Sure.
So stepping out and meeting people and leaning on your diplomat, because everybody
Yeah.
gets a diplomat. Lean on your diplomat. Say, who do you want to meet? Who I want to meet, and get them to introduce you. Because as diplomats, we know a lot of the businesses, and we know who's doing what
Yeah,
mostly.
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah. So just jump in with both feet.
Yeah.
I just hear way too many times, well, nothing's happening. It's like, what are you doing?
Right.
Right.
So, and there's so many benefits. This chamber gives you a presence,
Mhm.
like using the meeting rooms once a month. You
Yeah.
have a meeting room. You can meet with clients here. You can have a seminar.
Yep.
So take advantage of all the different benefits. And if you don't know what they are, hey, there's that diplomat thing again.
Absolutely. Well, that is great advice, Robin. Thank you so much. And thank you for giving us, I love the advice of when you walk into a room, act like you're the host and make somebody else comfortable. So that's a great piece of advice that we can use in any situation. Okay, Robin, so if somebody wants to get in touch with you to talk more about the Clarity Guide and what you do as a certified hypnotist and life coach, where can they go?
They can check out my website, which is theclarityguide.com. They could send me an email at robin@theclarityguide.com, and all my other contact information is on there.
Absolutely. And of course, they can always look you up on the business directory on the Chamber's website as well.
Absolutely.
That has all the info too. So, Robin, thank you again for joining us. This was such a pleasure.
Thank you for asking me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm Ellie P.
And I'm Holly P.
And this is Two Peas in a Podcast. And today joining us is Andrea Vanags. She is our Education for Tomorrow Alliance intern from the Woodlands High School. Andrea is going to tell us about our next meeting this week on Tuesday.
All right, the Chamber is hosting a Meet the New Members on Tuesday, June 21st, tomorrow, at Chris from 5:30 to 7:30 on Research Forest.
So if you are a new member, come out and give us your 2-minute commercial. And if you are not a new member, come out because Chris was fabulous, and we're going to have a great time.
Absolutely. And I'm going to chat about our upcoming Chairman's Ball, Havana
Woohoo!
Nights, supporting our outgoing chairman, Mr. Keaton McDaniel. We are looking for tabletop decorators. This is a really great opportunity for a business to feature what you do, and it's free.
Yep.
You know, you just supply the items on the tabletop and make it really fabulous. And you have 10 little items, giveaways for all of your guests at the table.
Yep.
And, you know, it's a great opportunity even for networking, you know, at that evening, because all the people sitting at your table are learning more about your business, and you can walk over and introduce yourself and what you do with your business. So if you're looking for an opportunity to be involved in the Chairman's Ball, contact the Chamber directly, or you can go to events@woodlandschamber.org for any information, and go to the Chamber website because all the information is on there as well as sponsorships if you want to purchase a ticket. But this is a really well-attended event. I think it's typically a little over 600 people every year. So
Yeah, and if you're new to tabletop decorating and you want to see kind of what the tables have looked like in the past, we have a bunch of photo albums here at the Chamber that you're more than welcome to come up and check out and get some ideas flowing. So we've had a lot of creativity over the years, so it's a fun event for sure.
absolutely. And I know Dawn Candy, who is on the Chairman's Ball committee, she's a really great resource to just bounce some ideas off for tabletop decorating as well. So it's Dawn Candy with I Promote You. Reach out to her. She is a great asset. She's been doing these. She's been on the team for years and years. So that's a great opportunity. And I think that's all we have for this week. Do you have anything else, Ellie?
No, I think we're good. It's summertime, y'all.
Woo!
So relax, kick back, do some special projects you haven't worked on in a while because you've been down to the grind, and enjoy your summer. So we'll see you soon. This is Ellie P.
And this is Holly P.
And this is
Two Peas in a Pod.
I love it.